Every Yu-Gi-Oh player has a favorite card or engine that they just want to put into every deck that they play, myself included for sure. I'm talking about the Bystial Lubellion, but competitively speaking, that's just not optimal. In fact, one of the easiest ways to level up competitively is deck building with intention instead of emotion. But what if it didn't have to be one or the other? So where's the balance between loving your deck and actually winning? The problem is, being emotionally attached to cards blinds your deck building. Just because you love a card or engine doesn't magically make it good in the format. Even if it was competitively viable once, it doesn't mean it works right now. There's things like the Bystials, which I love, Fiendsmith, Horus, Millennium to some extent, more so in Master Duel, and most recently, the Diabellstar package has been picking up in popularity again because people are playing the new Dark Magician card. Those all have been viable to some extent previously, but they come in and out of the format, some more so than others. I promise you, more than anything, I want to play Lubellion right now in every deck that I play. Unfortunately, Radiant Typhoon is running around and one MST kind of ruins the purpose of that engine. If I let that emotional attachment seep its way into my deck, I'm creating a weakness that simply just doesn't need to be there. That's what emotional deck building does. It convinces you a card is good because you like it, not because the format supports it. But here's the thing, even if a deck is super broken, you'll really get the most out of it when you enjoy playing it. When you've already spent time with those cards, you're going to feel a lot more confident making plays with them. That type of confidence and enjoyment allows you to stay relaxed under pressure and make better decisions as you play. It gives you more motivation to practice as well, because when you enjoy what you're doing, it doesn't even feel like practice. Playing with cards that you love also help keep you alert and engaged in the games that you play, especially over a long period of time. Regionals are pushing like 7 to 11 rounds depending on how big your regionals are. Enjoying what you're doing while you're playing for that long really ends up mattering. For example, right now, everybody's playing Forbidden Droplet and Fallen in the Virtuous. If I put the Fiendsmith engine into my deck and I end on Caesar Pass, chances are my Caesar's either getting negated or popped before I have a chance to use it. On the flip side though, I practice with those cards a lot. I know the exact play patterns with them and how to use them optimally. That type of confidence does give you an advantage and helps your performance overall. This brings us to the real key. How can we find that sweet spot between fun and competitive? It all starts with building with a purpose. Every single card in your deck should play a very specific role. Your favorite cards aren't automatically bad, but they should ideally solve a problem in the format or support your strategy in general. For example, if you're really worried about Dracotail resolving any of their spell cards, you can play the Horus engine to end on a Hope Arbinger. You can play the Fiendsmith cards to end on Caesar. The Bystials to a certain extent are honestly not even that bad, but they don't really accomplish the same goal as those two engines do. When you make intentional deck building decisions like that, especially with your favorite cards, and you get rewarded for it when you go to play with them, that turns your emotional attachment into a strategic advantage. But because you have a bias towards those cards, it's important that you test with intention and honesty. Does adding this card actually add anything meaningful to your deck? If not, it's probably best to ditch it. But if it does, that's a huge win. At the end of the day, deck building is about balance. You can play the cards that you love, but do it intentionally. When the cards that you love solve a problem or fit your strategy perfectly, I don't think there's anything more rewarding than that. You'll probably play better, feel way more confident, and enjoy the game a lot more. Hey, if you liked this video and stayed to the end, thanks so much. Consider checking out this other video. It's pretty similar, so I definitely think you'll enjoy it.